encourage everybody who's still on the call to ask any additional questions for clarifications. But we got one very good question here, which is around design time. We've invested heavily in design time and API lifecycle toolchain. Why do we need to add yet another platform? It sounds like more complexity.
And the answer to that is it is more complexity, but it's also the runtime cannot be ignored. You can design everything into a system, but unless you're actually validating that it works the way you expect it to, you are operating in the blind. And what we see over and over again is unless you're validated in production environments and how they work and whether they work the way you expect them to, you will be caught out, and the things that catch you out will be potentially very expensive or very, very concerning from a risk perspective. So I think it comes back to the last point I had, which is runtime governance is going to become essential, not just for proving internally that you do things, but also potentially proving to a third-party regulator in open regulated environments, which is moving beyond just banking into healthcare, insurance, utilities in the case of the CDR in Australia, where you may need to prove to a third party that you've done what you said you had. And just by saying I have a good design doesn't solve that problem. An example from the real world would be VW. VW designed standards compliance into their fuel emission system. But when somebody actually went and checked what the system was saying, it turned out that the design was out of whack with what the engines were actually doing. And that's the kind of risk that I think we do run in the API sector, of designing things in that you think are happening, but then not actually verifying them externally in a way that you can prove.